Hey guys, it's January 2016, and that means we have new games available with your PlayStation Plus membership. This month, the one of the free games we're going to be looking at in this episode is Hardware Rivals. What this is it's kind of a throwback if you've ever played any of the Twisted Metal games, which were amazing. You would recognize you're in a car and you're going to roll around and try to blow up all the other cars. Now, this game, Hardware Rivals, is a PvP game, which means you're always playing player versus player. Uh, in the original Twisted Metals, they always had it where a lot of times you were playing computer controlled cars. This game, the only weapon you're equipped with when you start is a. If you're playing as a tank, you have like shots out of the tank cannon. Otherwise, you have machine guns on some of the other cars, and that's the only weapon that you start out with. Everything else has to be picked up throughout the game as you're driving around. There's different ones. Um, as far as I could tell from playing, one of the best things you could pick up that blew up people very well was the railgun. Um, that seemed to work out the best as far as I could tell. One of the great features I liked in this game was that besides having a training mode, just how to get used to playing and moving around your car, it also had a, I wouldn't say training level, but it had a level for playing against other cars that were your level for through levels 1 through 5. So for beginners, this kind of thing, if you've ever played any Call of Duty or any kind of games like that, would be a great consideration on those kinds of games. Just so then that way, when you're new and starting to play, then you're not getting killed constantly. The only problem with this mode on this game is the fact that pretty much after every game you level up and you're already out of level 5 after 5 games, and then you're put into the big leagues with players that know where to find the railgun and know where to find all the best weapons, and they kill you pretty good. So that's kind of disappointing. One of the other things is that they, at least as far as I could tell, I only found 2 different stages, which, um, if you've played a PvP like Call of Duty, you they have like 20 stages usually when you start out, and you get sick of playing the same stages on there all the time. Well, this only has the 2 stages, and you go back and forth between them, so that kind of got annoying after a while. It's an alright game if you want to try kind of figuring it out what works best for you. For me, you had the choice between a car and a tank, and starting out the tank was slower, but it seemed easier to maneuver because you could turn it on a dime, as opposed to like the car you had to make the loop to turn around. So I didn't really like that as much, as the tank seemed like it made it a little easier. But then the weapon was worse because then you had just the cannon shots, which you can't constantly shoot, whereas the machine gun on the other cars worked great. Um, so yeah, that's kind of what I thought of Hardware Rivals. It's not really my type of game, but it might be yours, so go ahead and check it out. Free with your PlayStation Plus membership. The month of January 2016. Have a good one.